150 seconds. 75 seconds. 23. This is not a statistic. This is your life. 10 minutes ago, you opened this video. You have already checked your phone 4 times. In 2004, the average person held attention on a single screen task for 2 minutes 20 seconds. In 2012, 75 seconds. In 2024-23, Gloria Mark measured it with a stopwatch. 20 years of data, hundreds of subjects. UC Irvine, 8 scientists across 50 years showed the shrinkage is not a bug in your willpower. It is a feature of a system that was built. 60 seconds for each architect. Then 3 numbered rules of the system. Stay to the end, because the app vibrating in your pocket right now sits at the center of one of the most precisely documented engineering failures in the history of clinical psychology. Herbert Simon, Carnegie Mellon University, 1971, 7 years before his Nobel Prize in Economics. 36 years before the iPhone, Simon sits at a wooden desk and writes one sentence. What information consumes is attention. A wealth of information creates a poverty of attention. Published in the volume Computers, Communications, and the Public Interest. 240 pages. Nobody noticed. Simon described the construction of what would happen. More channels. Thinner share of attention per channel. Thinner share, more aggressive battle to capture it. More aggressive battle, shorter retention window. This is mathematics, not a moral sermon. In 1971, television was 3 networks. Right now, you have 20 apps in your pocket. Each fights for the same 23 seconds. Simon was right 53 years before it started to hurt. Then he won the Nobel. Nicholas Carr, journalist, 2008. He could no longer finish a Tolstoy novel to the end. He used to. Now he could not. Carr wrote his confession in The Atlantic magazine. Headline, Is Google Making Us Stupid? The essay broke the internet that year. 2010. Carr publishes the book The Shallows. 320 pages. Thesis, hypertext does not transmit knowledge. Hypertext rewires the brain doing the reading. Carr leaned on Michael Merzenika's neuroplasticity work at UCSF. Plasticity runs in both directions. The more links you jump, the more your brain trains to jump. The less it trains to hold one thread of thought. The book was nominated for a Pulitzer. Carr was the first popular voice to say it plainly. This is not your fatigue. This is your brain being rewired in real time. Gloria Mark, University of California, Irvine. 20 years of one measurement. 1997. The lab opens. 2004. The first long series. 270 office workers. A stopwatch on every Windows switch. Average time on a single task. 150 seconds. 2012. Same protocol. Average dropped to 75 seconds. Half. In 8 years. 2024. 47 seconds online. 23 seconds on a single screen task. This is not an estimate. This is timed. Mark's book, Attention Span. 2023. 290 pages of data. One table shows cortisol stress rising in direct proportion to the number of switches. Gloria Mark did not critique technology. She measured it. 23 seconds is the hardest fact in this entire series. Adam Aita, NYU Stern School of Business. 2017. He published Irresistible, Behavioral Addiction. 290 pages. Alter ran 500 hours of interviews with developers. Mapped the design of every hook. 6 categories. By number. Count them. 1. Goals you almost reach, but never reach. The progress bar always 1 pixel from 100%. 2. Feedback. A notification ping every 2 seconds. 3. Progress. Bars and points and levels. You can collect them. They never fill. 4. Escalation. Each next level needs slightly more. 5. Cliffhangers. The episode breaks mid-scene. 6. Social comparison. Likes. Views. Who watched your story? Each of the 6 hooks is patented. Each was A/B tested on millions of users. Each was shipped to production. 6 hooks per screen. Accidents in this architecture, 0. Anna Lembke, Stanford University, Chief of the Dual Diagnosis Addiction Clinic. 2021. Her book, Dopamine Nation. If you watched our breakdown of dopamine, Lembke is in the center of it. Here her work explains one thing precisely: why a notification works as a microdose. 23 seconds is not the ceiling of attention. 23 seconds is the interval between doses. Lembke spent 25 years in clinical practice. Thousands of patients with addiction, from heroin to Adderall, from porn to Instagram. The same neurochemical profile across all of them. Stimulus, dopamine spike, crash, crave the next dose. The anxiety between doses is called dopamine deficit. Your brain trains to expect a ping every 23 seconds. Between pings, mild anxiety. You reach for the phone before the ping arrives. This is not a failure of self-control. This is exactly the same pharmacology as heroin and cocaine. The effect is smaller and the dose is more available. Newport, Georgetown University, Professor of Theoretical Computer Science. 2016. The book, Deep Work. 290 pages of one hard thesis. Cognitive labor comes in 2 modes. Binary, shallow, answering email, switching tabs, checking notifications. This mode produces nothing. Deep, uninterrupted blocks of 90 minutes or more on a single task, with no switching. This mode produces everything that compounds. Newport ran no laboratory measurement. He did something rarer. He studied the biographies of the most productive minds. Newton, Jung, Tesla, Nuth. The same protocol across every one of them. Long blocks of silence. Locked doors. No notifications. 2019. The book Digital Minimalism. A 30-day detox. The economy is not paying you for shallow attention. It is monetizing your shallow attention through ads. Deep work is the only thing left for you to sell. Johann Hari, British journalist. 2022. The book, Stolen Focus. Hari spent 3 years on the road. Boston, Stanford, Buenos Aires, Mauritius. 200 interviews with scientists across the world. He came back with 12 root causes. By number. Listen. 1. Chronic sleep deprivation. 2. Ultra-processed food chemistry. 3. Surveillance capitalisme. Hello, Shoshana Zuboff. 4. Chronic stress. 5. Overdiagnosis of ADHD in children. 6. Air pollution. 7. Loss of flow states. 8. Decline of the long reading habit. 9. Loss of free mind wandering. 10. Children deprived of unstructured play. 11. External triggers. 12. Epidemic anxiety. All 12 are structural. None of them is in the category insufficient willpower. Hadies Ferdi. The attention crisis is a structural crisis, not a personal failure. Nir Eyal, Silicon Valley, former product designer, adjunct lecturer at Stanford Business School. 2014. The book, Hooked. Subtitle, How to Build Habit-Forming Products. This is not criticism. This is an instruction manual. Eyal sold it to product teams at Twitter, Instagram, Slack. 4 phases. By number. Trigger. Action. Variable reward. Investment. The loop closes itself. Each pass through the loop reinforces the habit. He built the system. Then comes the pivot. 2019. Same publisher. Book, Indistractable. Subtitle, How to Control Your Attention and Choose Your Life. It is the manual against the manual. Eyal described exactly the same 4 phases. From the opposite direction, triggers, disable. Action, add friction. Reward, desynchronize. Investment, redirect to your own goal. The architect turned and described the failure modes from inside. Eyal is the strongest debunk position in the cast. Not because he criticizes, because he knows precisely how the trap was built. 3 rules. By number. 1. Attention is the product. You are not the customer. The advertiser is the customer. Your seconds are the inventory on the shelf. 2. The shrinkage is not your willpower. 8 scientists across 50 years measured it. Simon predicted it in 71. Carr wrote it in 2008. Gloria Mark timed it with a stopwatch. Alter cataloged the 6 hooks. Lembke found the dopamine interval. Hari named the 12 structural causes. 3. The exits are designed at the system layer, not willpower. Newport, 90-minute blocks. Eyal, disable triggers, add friction. Lembke, dopamine fasting. Hari, sleep, food, restoration of flow. Dopamine trap is the prequel to this video. Mindfulness debunked is its sister. Gaslighting mechanism belongs in the same series. Subscribe so you do not miss the next. Right now, answer 2 questions for yourself. What time did you open this video? How many times have you checked your phone since?